Africa, man, the food shortages, they're a couple steps ahead of America, man. Food shortages, man, people can't eat. People can't pay for fuel to get to their jobs, drive their jobs. You know, those people feeling them over there, man. Venezuela, hyperinflation. You know, I believe it's another hyperinflation. Argentina. All right. Yeah. Zimbabwe, I think, is going through another hyperinflation.
I want to say Colombia too, maybe.
Yeah. I can't wait till it get here, man. That's when the Lord gonna strip you and make you bare, man. And sackcloth basically means you're gonna be in a state of mourning, man. You're gonna look like hell. The Lord gonna take your makeup from you, your money to get your BBL.
The list in Isaiah 3 gonna come to life. No, you got it. You got it, so.
He gonna take them simps away from you. You know, because hey, them simps, hey, they gonna be trying to survive, man. They ain't got no money to take care of your ass. You know, he gonna take everything away from you, man. And that's what it means, strip you and make you bare sackcloth upon your loins.
Right. Real quick, NLT translation. It says, "Tremble, you women of ease. Throw off your complacency. Strip off your pretty clothes and put on burlap to show your grief."
Biden. He overturned the Roe versus Wade. Now you women quiet down now and shit. You know, but the Lord got something else coming, man. Oh yeah. You know, they ain't no win for you women, man. All right, the Lord gonna turn you women up.
He signed the executive order, right?
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
You know, trying to quell down the violence in the women and shit. Whatever. That ain't no win. All right, I got something too. Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of you women don't get beat down by men, man. By men, wild beasts. You know, but ultimately it's the Lord to humble you. You know? But the Lord will humble you by putting you to death. You know?
Hey, one nigga at my job, he was like, "Hey man, if the purge ever came, I think all the niggas should go after the baby mamas that put them on child support."
Wow.
Yeah.
He was like, "That would be a good ass idea."
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Hey, that's the spirit.
Right. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't inciting shit. I'm just telling you that's what the nigga said. He was like, if there's a purge, men should go after women that forcibly put them on, like out of spite, put them on child support and just take everything that he worked hard for, break them down. You know, shit like that more than likely will happen, man. Once it becomes lawless, and like over there right now. Over there in Canada, they're having an outage with their networks.
Phones,
banks, and access to emergency services. So you can't call the laws. They ain't gonna get to you. You can't get to them. So imagine a scenario like that happening here. That's a purge-like scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I always say, most niggas would. If you can go into any one of these stores and take whatever you want without the consequences. Everybody would do that shit. You would rob banks. You know? So what do you think they're gonna be doing when it ain't gonna be no 24 hours. It ain't gonna be no what was it on the purse? 6 to 6 or some shit like that. It ain't gonna that shit gonna be forever. Forever purge.
Hey, but certain men, they thinking like that now. Like for him to come up with that, I'm like, damn, you thought about that?
That's what I was gonna say.
Hey,
and we know he ain't the only one.
But that's the spirit of vengeance, man.
So what manner of person ought you to be? And knowing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are thou to be?
What did he pull up?
Hey, that was Micah 7:10. The Lord putting the spirit in these men that have been done wrong by these women. Hey, the Lord gonna have them act on that spirit. Once society start breaking down, cops ain't answering domestic calls. You know, there's no defund the police. The other niggas, you know, they ain't gonna have the resources to solve a murder case and shit. Oh man, it's gonna be wild out there.
brother looked up the term vintage. It means the year or place in which wine, especially wine of high quality, was produced. Related to or denoting wine of high quality.
Hey, when the philosophies hit their height, you know, Roe Wade and all of that, and women's lib hit its height at the most vintage moment. Okay, and now we're seeing results of that video of you being drunken off that wine. Now
basically, it's a fail.
It's a fail. It's failed. Now that it's failed, you've been cut out there drunk. Now it's time for you to sober up. Okay, or get caught up in your drunkenness. What happens? We know here in Vegas what happens to drunk ass women after a certain hour.
Give not a drunken woman liberty to gather her up.
But they can do that
They can do that here.
They got that Roe versus Wade. Oh, I was raped. But you was drunk. You was drinking all damn day. You know.
And wandering in the streets. You know?
Yeah.
Putting yourself in bad position.
Like that video that we seen today. The Edomite woman grabbing on Jake.
Yeah.
Now, if Jake would have dealt with her, she would have said she was raped. Or it's like rape.
A bitch do that and say, after that, I was raped. I'm a born again Christian. You know, I'm a virgin still.
She looked like she was on like more than just liquor.
Oh yeah.
She was probably on a Molly or some shit.
Yep.
An X pill. She had lust all in her eyes. She was grabbing onto him like strong arm. He was trying to politely move her, get her up off of her. And her simp ass dude, he was such a beta. He didn't have control of that. He couldn't even pull her off of him. Like he just, what the fuck?
Hey, now let's flip the role. Because if a man was doing that to a woman, hey, he'd be put in jail. He would have been beat up. He would have been put in jail.
Yep.
Hey, why didn't the woman receive that same punishment? Man? You know? Hey, because that's what that was.
Their world.
Yep. That was abuse.
And then if he would have gave her some attention that she was looking for,
oh yeah,
she could have sobered up and be like, yeah, he raped me.
Yep.
And got the nigga either lynched or jailed.
Well, someone watching that could report him not even knowing the situation. Like, oh yeah, he raped that girl. She wasn't cognitive of what was going on.
Even though she went and got drunk and high on her own.
Right.
Yeah, they would have blamed it on her.
And they can still, even though she under the influence, if she consents to it and do it, once she sober up, she can change her mind, and they can still charge you with rape.
Remember a while ago, the nigga woman, there's two of them. They had they was fondling that one guy. It was like in a liquor store.
Yeah.
And you know, that shit happens. Yeah, that shit happens, and he can't say shit. He's just, oh man, you know, this society. You know, you should.
That's the liberty that they fought for. You know, but now that whole world is getting ready to close in. You know, like it's going back to the prophecy, the vintage shall fail. You're no longer going to have it like that. The Lord's going to make sure that you ain't going to have it like that. And that's when you're going to finally try to be on your best behavior, man. You know, that's when you're going to try to change it up and be on your best behavior. Okay. You don't have your fix anymore. Right. That liquor and all that drinking you do, that's a fix.
Pills.
You no longer have that, man. So you gotta, when you not numb and fixed, you being sober, you gotta deal with reality. You're gonna be forced to deal with that reality, man. You're in trouble. You're under a heavy crisis. You're dealing with calamity. You're in tribulation. You got to deal with that. There's nothing to ease that. The Lord's going to make it to where our people have nothing to ease the reality that they're in. All right? That's how the Lord's going to do it, man. He's going to make you feel that, man. You're going to feel the travail, the birth pains. The Lord ain't finna give you no epidural.
Right.
You're going to go through them labor pains, man.
So like I want to say this, the only thing that would ease it is praying unto the Heavenly Father, calling on Him in sincerity. That's it. And then a lot of y'all ain't with that. So you ain't gonna have any answers, nowhere to turn to. Y'all got it.
Isaiah 24:7, It says the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. After this, I'm gonna go back to 13. All the merry heart do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice ended. The joy of the harp ceaseth.
Hey, that's like it's describing, all that partying and, Jake vibing out, loud music, bottles being popped, wine bottles, tapping each other, giving each other a toast, all that shit is stopped. And we saw a glimpse of that during the shutdown. You wasn't going to no concerts. There was no party. You couldn't throw a party. Like over there in LA, Newsom was like, y'all, if you catch any of y'all partying, we shutting the water off.
And niggas was still doing.
And niggas was still doing this.
Yeah. They had like underground, like not underground, but
they
like
was finding ways to
finding ways
party.
finding ways to like have like little underground strip clubs and shit.
Yeah. Bootlegger situations and shit in the back,
Yeah, but how you gonna do that this time with no power?
Thank you.
How you gonna do that with your power cut off? And there's literally no water running through your system.
It's gonna be a decree way it works.
Yeah.
No more partying. He said, no more partying. We're gonna put you to death. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna come down to.
We're gonna take you down to the detention center.
Yeah, put in the detention center.
Yep.
Fire,
FEMA camp or some shit.
guillotine. It's gonna get like that.
It says, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to
Actually, no reveling. There should be no reveling. All right, that whole decadent turn up. I ain't worried about tomorrow. I ain't worried about work Monday. I'm turned up right now. I'm in my moment now. Let's turn the music up. Let's pour me another drink. Light that up. You know what I'm saying? Pass it. Spark that. That shit is done. You facing reality, man. All right. Bread is a loaf of bread is $35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, valuable slice of bread would be in that day,
bro. You gotta your water gotta be rationed.
Hey, what in Germany?
Like in Germany right now.
Was it hot water?
Yeah, hot water. See, over there in Sri Lanka, they get it. That's why they fucking stormed the president's palace.
This nigga hopped on, was that a boat he was getting on?
That nigga hopped on the military shit. He got the fuck out of there. Them people, they want his head, man.
Oh, it was in the house. In the pool.
They was throwing a pool party in this shit, man.
Anything that was valuable in that motherfucker, they was grabbing.
Fine. Because those people, they basically, behind them prices, they stripped to nothing.
Yeah.
Bareness, man. That's what we're telling to you women. Strip you and make you bare, because the gathering is not going to come. You getting ready to get stripped over here. Despite the fact that you're used to so much comfort and pleasure,
No food processing plants.
Hey.
How you supposed to get chickens? You ain't ever plucked a chicken before. You ain't never scaled a fish before.
Yeah.
How you supposed to get this?
You ain't got Them farmers, they're making the example, but with that example that they're making, they're causing even more crisis.
Yeah.
They're causing more. They're bringing more famine just by not going out there and farming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They got to worry about fighting off the police and can't tend to their fields.
And if you go into the grocery markets over there in the Netherlands, ain't shit on the shelf. They going up in there and it's like or it might be like maybe two items on this shelf over here, and over there it might be like a bottle of water right there on the shelf. People walking through, and normally, like when you go into a grocery market, you already know what you want, and you just going and you just grabbing just different stuff, throwing in the basket. But they walking through there like it's a damn museum and shit. It's just, just looking around and shit, because there ain't nothing to really grab. They like, damn, what can I get?
I think it was in either the 60s or the 80s, I don't remember. But I think it was the Russian president back then, or something like the German president, something like that. They marveled at the variety